what other places? So one is what you're going to be doing next. Okay, so whether you go to California, whether you go to Ohio, whether you go to Pennsylvania, whether you go to New York, New York would be a very interesting one if you go there. And I know it's probably not the safest place for you.
Mandami also ran on opening up more childcare.
He did? That's why I'm saying New York would be an interesting one. If you went over there under Mamdani and you did that, I'm sure that would be a lot of noise for him that he doesn't want to deal with. But California probably would love for you to go there. We obviously know the lady in Ohio, but this could be a very important role. And a bigger picture for me is how many other thousands of people that, of course, are maybe not going to do it at the levels you're doing it, but they're going to be going knocking on doors right now, and they're going to be saying, you got to be kidding me. Another person coming and asking these annoying questions.
Well, people are learning in locations like Washington State. Homes inside neighborhoods are adult daycares.
Oh, do you have that clip? That's Kent, Washington, right?
This one.
Go for it. Watch this.
Shout out, Cam.
Halauli Safia Child Care Center in Kent, Washington.
It's a child care center.
$863,000 since 2023. I don't see any signs right off the bat that it's a child care facility. There's no car seats, there's no children's toys, nothing like that. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna check it out. Hi, is this Halauli childcare? No. No? There's no childcare here? Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Always the woman
There's
that
no
come up and
childcare.
answer the door.
All right, guys, we were just at Halauli, what's allegedly Halauli Child Care Center in Kent, Washington, which is right behind me right here. We went up to the door, the exact address listed on the state website, receiving over $800,000 in 2023. They claim there's no child care here.
A couple $100,000 for the cars.
I went and tried to ask the neighbors if there was daycare there. Nobody answered, but I could see the people who lived in that house peeling the curtains back, because just like all of the other places, all the curtains were drawn, you couldn't see in or anything. They're peeling the curtains back and watching me as I walk around to the neighbors' houses, and they're scrambling and yelling, and I can hear them. What's up with that? Pretty weird. So I'm out of the field now. I'm back at the house, and I'm looking at this Halauli Safia children's daycare on their government webpage.
Mm-hmm.
And their licensed capacity is 9, just like the other place. And their total available slots, meaning the total amount of children they can take on, is 6. Meaning this daycare is only serving 3 children. I mean, I think it's likely they're not serving any children, considering they told me they're not a daycare. But at most, there could be 3 children being served by this place, and they're raking in $800,000
unbelievable.
since 2023.
Can you imagine being
I've now pulled up one of their inspection reports.
Who
for
wouldn't go
Halauli,
into this business?
And what you see is, again, short-term, long-term, serious and immediate risks. The government defines serious and immediate risks as risks that pose serious risk of injury, illness, or even death for children that attend these daycares. And this is the most recent inspection report with no indication that it's been corrected or fixed. And they're still raking in hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't even understand how this is possible. A normal inspection report for one of these daycares is like 2 pages long.
You can
But
stop
look
it
at this.
right
It
there,
just
Ron.
goes.
So this is now going to be a new business model of people going. So which means, imagine how many people that are not in Minnesota who are conducting the same exact scam in different markets have seen this and are now saying, hey, man, we better get legit quick because someone's going to come and knock on our doors.
Exactly. Like people, they should be worried because there are so many of these all across the country, even in from Maine to Washington State, all the way across the country. There are thousands of these daycare centers. And me and you, we operate a business, right? Mine's my YouTube channel. Yours is this podcast and everything else you create. Who opens up a business thinking that we have to provide some sort of value to make a profit? These people are not providing any value. They're just receiving money, right? It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it really does make no sense. But
like, why are we giving money to these people? Like, it's so funny. I saw this on X yesterday. Someone said, okay, so say these daycares are still operating. Does anybody else have a problem that daycares are receiving $1.8 million while middle-income families are paying thousands of dollars for childcare for their children, for daycare? Like, they need to stop all this daycare stuff. It's just millions of dollars.
The rage. I know
people in Washington State who pay $70,000 a year for their child to go to daycare.
For daycare.
For daycare.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I believe one of the reasons why this went as viral as it did is because the average family is sitting there saying, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know, I'm busting my tail. I'm following the law. I'm doing everything I can. And another country is going to come here, take advantage of our system, steal from us, and they get away with it. And a governor from Minnesota protects these people. How's that even possible?
And then call us racist for calling it out.
Yeah, and then call us racist for calling it out. Well, look, when is your next clip going to come out?
Yeah, so I got to get home to be able to make it.
Okay, you got to go home and edit.
Yeah, but it will be people will be so shocked by what we discovered, because it's not, because with all these daycares, healthcare, and childcare, there's a whole aspect that keeps the whole entire thing running. And that's what we're going to be exposing this next one.
I love it. I love it.
Because they know where they can get the money from, because they're using welfare money. So they have all these systems, but they need something specifically to be able to keep the spin rolling. And so that's what we're talking about.
So how can people help? If people are watching right now, they're like, Nick, we love your work. How can we help? How can they help?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing, obviously, is to watch, subscribe, and share, follow wherever you see it. If you would like to support monetarily or financially, you can donate. I have tips on my X, or you could just go and cop and get yourself a quality layering hoodie. But yeah, for me, the most important thing is for people to be watching and sharing. And like I said at the beginning of this podcast, this video that I created is the most viewed video by anybody by the name who's not Mr. Beast that's ever been on the internet in a long form content. There's been clips that have gone 100 million views here and there. There's never been a 42-minute expose of widespread fraud here in the United States that's received over 100 million views.
And I hope you continue at the highest level. I applaud your courage. You came here with your brother. It's good to have him here as well. It shows how you were raised with family, with the values, how it's important to you. And I said earlier, you can't teach courage. You got a lot of courage. We support you. We're excited for you. And I know for a fact, whether you hear from the White House or Cash or anybody or not, I highly doubt you're going to stop. I think you're going to continue doing this. Eventually, you're going to have to force people to come out and say, we have to do something about this.
Yeah.
And I think justice is around the corner because of the work that you're doing.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're actually seeing journalism create change. We haven't seen journalism create change in who knows how long. Mm-hmm. When has CNN or CBS actually done something that's actually created change?
They play safe.
And then when somebody does, they come. You're seeing all these attacks come against me. These people are like, I saw something. Someone's calling me like a PDF. They're saying all these crazy allegations. I'm like, hey, what sucks for them is they're never going to be able to get me. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I'm a virgin. I don't have sex with random girls. You're not going to catch me on no sexual allegation charges. I don't have any addictions. I don't have any vices. So what are these people going to get me for? They're done. I'm religious. I believe in God. I'm everything they hate.
I love that.
And so what are they going to get me for? They can't get me for anything. Like, they're going to come after me for my personality or for a stunt I did in high school, maybe. That's maybe the best thing they could get me for, is for Nick Shirley being a young, reckless teenager, just like any other YouTube prankster. Go ahead. I don't care. Like, I have nothing to hide. Like, I literally have nothing to hide. So, like, I am going to become their worst enemy, and you're going to start seeing them using the slandering tactics, and it's just going to be comical for me because they can't get anything on me.
And by the way,
the way I've lived my life, and the way I do live my life is a matter-of-fact way. I have my morals. I have my principles. I surround myself with primarily just my family. I got everyone turned their back on me in high school for doing YouTube. I got kicked out of my friend groups because of...
Why? What did they say?
The parents thought I was like a liability.
For doing YouTube?
For doing YouTube.
Why?
Because I was just showing stuff that me and my friends would do, like whether it was like with fireworks or throwing water balloons at cars. Like, we were funny in high school. Like, I was just a high school youth person. I was just like a high school jock. I was the star athlete of the team, state and track, everything like that. Football team, best player on the football team, all that. But then I also had this YouTube, and I got kicked out of all my friend groups in high school. I got blacklisted from my friend groups. I didn't get invited on a single senior trip. I didn't get invited on any spring breaks because I couldn't go because their parents wouldn't let me. So I got blacklisted. Like, I got blacklisted for doing what I'm doing today.
How many of those guys have reached out to you?
Oh, they reach all the time. And I'm like, our relationships will never, ever be the same because how bad they treated me. They never stood up for me or anything. And so that's why it's always me, and I choose to go with my family usually. That's why my brothers are my best friends because of what they've done and how they've never turned their back on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a story, bro.
So,
good for you.
Like, YouTube has been like everything I've had because
Wow.
I've had people turn their back on me. I've had friends literally walk outside to go to lunch in high school, and the friend group that you were in yesterday drives away. Like crazy, just for pursuing YouTube.
When's your birthday?
For what I'm doing, April 4th.
April 4th. Yeah, good for you.
So it's crazy, and so I'm super happy, and it's been amazing to see how God's been able to use me from what I was able to learn from high school, from doing YouTube, from just doing my mission as well, just learning about humankind in a different place, learning different languages, and to have that backing of years and years of trying to do YouTube and having little success, but still having success, but using those 5 years of learning to propel me to where I'm at in these 2 years. So anybody watching, like,
wow.
The most important thing is to start young too. If you're in high school, and use your tactics. And if you believe in your instincts, go for it. Because I remember listening to a quote from Kanye West, but it pretty much is said, listen to your instincts because that's what God's telling you to do. So like me, it was never an option not to do YouTube and to create videos. I had no idea I was going to create this big of an effect, but God did, right? So follow your instincts, follow your gut, because your instinct and your gut is God telling you what to do, especially if it's good.
Yeah. I mean, listen, again, that's a story of your background, the values, the principles, the alcohol, the drugs, all that stuff that you were talking about. Man, that is, they're going to come after you even more because of that. They're going to try to dig to find stuff, and, you know, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, and you keep doing what you're doing. That courage is what inspires others to say, I can as well. There are millions of boys around the country that in this era that are kind of like, well, he's kind of weird. He's a little bit different. Be careful with him. I was a kid growing up, and a lot of the parents are like, well, be careful with him. His parents got a divorce. He's this, he's that. You know, we don't know what he's going to end up in. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? And obviously, later on, I went to the military. So I understand what you're saying with the experiences. But my gosh, at 23 years old, I wasn't doing what you're doing at 23. You're just getting warmed up. So, folks, if you're watching this, if you want him to do more stuff like this, we have to support him. And that support comes in different ways, like he said earlier. Subscribe, retweet, like, follow, buy the merch, you know, give to the account that he has where you can go give to him. Or if you have anything else that you're messaging him on, send him a message also on Manek, whether it's to thank him or anything else that you know that you want to share with them.
I'm Nick Shirley, and you guys can find me here on Manek. Go ahead and ask me any questions, whether it be about politics, about what I believe, or where I think the future of the country will be going, or just, quite frankly, anything. You can ask me here on Manek. I really appreciate all your support, and I can't wait to answer your questions.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.